Tragos Thursday podcast. We'll be going live right now with a bit. We got Kinsey Rose in the building. Borneo.tv, man. Y'all stay tuned. Yeah, first let me take a drink, Kinsey. I'm gonna take a drink first, Kinsey. Cheers.
I'll take one with you. Cheers.
Cheers. Okay, now we're here. ¿Qué pasa, raza? It's your camarada. You know it's the Hello Paisa. And we're back again for another podcast of the Thursday show, which is called what? Tragos Thursday. Yep, we're here. I am thirsty. That's why I'm drinking Jalapiso tonight. And I had to invite one of my really cool friends because she's like a really dope artist and she has an amazing voice. And yeah, bro, I can't wait to drop music like I was telling her right now. So I want to introduce this lady right here next to me. Super talented, like I said. Fire emojis in the chat, please. Give it up for Kinsey Rose. Let's go.
Hello, everybody. How are you?
Hey. Thank you for being on the show, Kinsey. I couldn't wait to have you on here, real talk, because I love your music, you know what I mean? And since the day we met at the Central Valley Music Awards, I think I asked you that night. I was like, hey, you want to come on my podcast? I don't know. Maybe I was like too high to remember, but I think I had, either I thought about it or I did tell you, right? No?
I want to say yes. I'm going to say yes because I was probably too high myself.
Yeah, okay. By the way, we had fun that night. Central Valley Music Awards, I think you took an award that night.
Yes, I did.
You did.
I did.
What was it for?
Pop Artist of the Year.
Damn, you see that? Damn, I have nothing but stars on my show. Fuck. Hey, again, Kinsey, I want to thank you for being on my show tonight. You're coming out from Clovis, correct? Mm-hmm. Clovis. I know it's a little bit of a mission. When I drove out there, it's like a little bit over an hour, but it's fine. I do that, you know. Still Here podcast. What's up? But yeah, I appreciate you coming on the show. And, you know, there's a lot of people who enjoy your music, but people like me who want to know more about the artist, you know. So for everybody watching, listening, you know, they're going to come here to hear more about your story and who you are, who's Kinsey Rose, and, I can't wait to get into that. We got a lot of dope questions for you.
Okay.
And unfortunately, here we don't have the spicy questions, but you recommended to take the shots. So I'm like, hey, that's a good idea, but I need a shot glass. But then you're drinking Smirnoff, and that's like strong too. So I don't know if I want to get her too tipsy right now on Tragos Thursday, but that's what we do here. Anyways.
You can always ask me spicy questions when it comes to the second bottle.
Oh,
Let me get through the first bottle first.
Okay. You said it. Hey, yo, so let's get into these questions. Just like any other podcast, we have the questions to know more about Kinsey Rose, and we're about to get into them. And the first question, like always, we knock it out. We already knocked it out the way, and we'll ask again. But tell us about where you're from, Kinsey. Where are you from? Where are you born, if you want to get into that? But tell us about that.
So I was born and raised in Fresno, California.
Fresno, okay.
I was born and raised in Fresno, California, and I've done all kinds of things. I've done like theater. I did theater when I was younger. I did theater in high school, but it just never really was my thing.
Theater?
Yeah.
So let me so I could get it right. So more like kind of like the High School Musical kind of thing.
Yeah, kind of.
Right?
Kind of.
Yeah, because that's the closest thing I know to theater. I know like what is it? The Julia Art. What is it? That one in New York? The Julia Arts. I forgot the name of it, but
no, I think you just said it. It's Juilliard.
Right? Yeah, there you go.
Juilliard.
It's like one of the biggest theater schools in the world, right?
It's one of the biggest.
I think Tupac went there back in the days. Yeah. And Jada Pinkett Smith and stuff like that. Yeah.
You know what? You're probably absolutely right. I guarantee you. I don't know too much on Juilliard. Besides, they filmed Step Up at Juilliard.
Oh yeah, that's right.
The first
Step Up 2? Oh, there was
the
one.
First
okay.
one. It was the first one.
I remember that. Yeah, that's dope because she was trying to get like hip hop into there, and they were like, "No, we don't allow that." And now it's all about hip hop now. There, that's crazy. Hey, so you grew up in Fresno. How was it growing up in Fresno? What side of Fresno necessarily did you grow up in?
I grew up on pretty much almost every side of Fresno.
Yeah.
We moved around a lot when I was younger.
So, like, you kind of got the whole taste of all sides of Fresno?
Definitely.
Because I know there's a lot of different sides. So, there's East Side and, how was it, like, as a kid growing up? Like, what kind of kid would you say? Were you a troublemaking kid? Were you, stay at home? Were you always at home kid? What kind of kid were you growing up?
As a kid, I wasn't really allowed to, like, go to a friend's house if my mom didn't know them. And if she didn't like them, that was completely out of the question.
So, they were, like, super strict?
My mom was. I wasn't allowed to play out front. I couldn't play in my front yard unless I was at my grandma's house. And even then, at my grandma's house, I was not allowed to leave the front yard. But I did anyway. It doesn't matter. I spent most of my time probably, if I wasn't at my grandma's house, I would get up early. I'd, like, pack some breakfast into a container. And I would take it to my neighbor's house. And we would eat breakfast over there. And I would say those were some of my most, like, fun memories. I remember seeing them coming home with, like, whole chickens, like defeathered, like head and all. They would come home and like butcher their own chickens.
Damn.
And I never knew what to like say or do.
You're all kid.
So
that?
I would just and it was everyone pretty much spoke Spanish besides besides the kids that I would hang out with. So I never knew what was going on or what was being said.
That's dope. So you didn't learn. So you didn't learn Spanish growing up, or?
I took Spanish in high school. I just wasn't good at it.
Because you would think, like, growing up in, like, the community, you would probably know, like, I mean, it depends. If, like, especially if you had, like, a best friend who was Mexican, I'm pretty sure you probably learned a lot of Spanish. Yeah. I mean, it's always nice to know about other cultures. Just like me, like, my best friend's Filipino, and I'm, like, always, like, showing off that I know that I speak Filipino, but I just really don't. I mean, I do, but I don't. Like, the basic stuff, Yeah, but hey, yo, shout out to Fresno, man. Fresno definitely is, like I've always said, I love Fresno, man. The other day we had an amazing artist from Fresno here on the show, and I can't wait for you guys to see that episode. Hey, yo, that's dope. And now you stay in Clovis.
Yes, now I'm in Clovis.
And Clovis is like a whole different world from Fresno, just so you guys know. For you guys who don't know, even though it's right next door, yeah, it's a whole different place.
It's all rodeo.
Yeah, I was about to say that.
Clovis is like all it's Clovis
Cowboys
rodeo.
And yeah, that's all it is.
Oh, by the way, if you ever need a goat, let me know.
A goat?
A goat.
Dude, I was just telling my wife the other day, I was like, hey, would it be crazy if I raised goats? She's like, no.
I also have a pig if you want it. We are trying to get rid of one of our pigs. So
Like, what kind of pig? Like the mini ones or?
Yeah, she's mini. She's not very big.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll talk after the show. Okay. All right. So let's get into this next one now. Usually I ask people what is your favorite, because we talk tacos, but on here it's drink. And you told me something through message, and I was trying to get it for you, and I kind of ran out because I drink a lot of it. And what would you like to prefer to drink when you do drink something? I know tonight you're having some Smirnoff, but what would be your preference when you drink?
Like if I went out to drink? Or
yeah, like if you went out to drink or you want to have a drink, what would be your choice?
Adios.
Oh, shit.
It's always an Adios. I'm telling you, everywhere I go, I order an Adios. Whether
Those are my top three. Those are my top three. Either that. Yeah. Wow. What would be another one? I want to know another one now. Because maybe we relate on those.
If not an Adios, I want to say... There's this one. It's like green apple. It's a Washington.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. Shit, and it is apple because of the word. Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
But it's like it's a Washington something. I know
Fuck.
Washington's in the name, but I can't remember the rest of it.
Isn't like a funny name? Like, yeah. Anyways, I know what you're talking about. Yeah,
that would be
that
my,
one is bomb.
That'd be my number 2, and then I want to say. There's this one drink I get at one of my favorite places to go, and it's called a blueberry basil bash. And it's
Actually sounds fire.
It's delicious.
Blue. Anything in blue and liquor tastes awesome to me.
Oh yeah, always.
Yeah, I think just blue is a perfect drink for alcohol. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So is orange juice.
Yeah, true. Yeah. Orange juice, it tastes good if you mix it with not lime. Fucking pomegranate. Is it pomegranate? The other orange or blood orange, whatever it's called. We call it toronja in Spanish. It has to be like not the orange, but the other one. Anyways, orange? Yeah. So we mix that one with orange juice, and then we put tequila, and we call it a paloma.
Oh, I gotta try that.
Yeah, it's just fire. All right, next question, Kenzie. Now I want to know about your story about like how you fell in love with music. Because there's a difference when you kind of decided to make music, but I want to know more when you fell in love with music. I know how to be as a kid.
Always. I was a Disney princess girl. But what ironically is like when I was inside, I was a Disney princess girl. When I was outside, I was always in the mud. I loved being in the mud. One of my favorite games to play as a kid was either Cops and Robbers or Soldiers. And me and my friends would like go up and down the block just playing these games. But definitely Disney princesses, Ariel. Definitely.
So all their music was like inspiring you. Well, you just love their music.
I just loved it. Even now I love
the Ariel song, by the way, Little Mermaid.
Yes.
Yeah, that song is dope.
Little Mermaid's amazing.
I want more. Is that right? See? Yeah, I know my shit. Okay, well, so Disney princesses. What else would you say? I mean, just all of them. Period. Because every freaking Disney princess had a song. Mm-hmm. Yeah, like Jasmine had the what? The Over the World.
No, Part of Your World was Ariel. It was Tales of the Time when it came to Belle.
Oh yeah.
For Cinderella, it was Once Upon a Dream. I don't really know what Snow White was. That's the one princess I never really got into.
Pocahontas was fire too. Did you like Pocahontas?
Colors of the Wind.
I love that.
That was a great song.
Yeah.
But Jasmine, what was Jasmine's?
It's
on the tip of my tongue.
Yeah.
I can show you the world.
Yeah. Damn.
Shining glimmer. But what was the name of it? Was it I Can Show You the World? Was that the name of the song?
It's probably called Show You the World, yeah.
So, yeah, something like that.
Yeah. Damn, my shit was to a Disney song. I don't know if you heard about me talk about it, because I talk about it all the time, but I fucking love a Goofy movie.
That was a great movie.
Remember Powerline? Yeah, that's he was like Michael Jackson to me as a kid.
I would say if my favorite song from a Disney movie had to be from Tarzan.
Oh, yeah.
And it was the scene where she had him as a little baby. And
what's that dude's name who sings that song?
I don't know, but he was part of that whole album. It was such a great soundtrack for a movie.
Because his voice is perfect and everything for it.
Another good soundtrack was Spirit, Stallion of the West.
Oh shit! Damn,
that was also a great soundtrack. That was one of my favorite movie soundtracks.
Is it Disney? The
It's
Spirit of Disney?
DreamWorks.
Oh, okay.
DreamWorks. Either way, I think
Fuck, I love that
Disney
movie.
owns DreamWorks, I believe.
I love that movie. That's where he resurrected back into a horse, right? Or no?
No,
Or he's
it's
an Indian?
he is a horse, but
Okay.
he ends up meeting a Native American.
That's
He
right.
saves him from being turned into a working horse for
That's right.
white
That
man.
movie's badass. Damn, I'm happy you're bringing up these movies because I could go back and watch them again. I will watch them or show them to my kid.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, you're missing these because these are the shit. Damn. I just went to Disneyland too, by the way. I loved it. Yeah. My wife got mad because I was trying to hit on Belle. How did you? So you know, Disney period is dope. I know a lot of us been inspired by it. I know a lot of people that I've met been inspired by Disney. But when would you say you wanted to start making music? When was it? I mean, at least singing period. When did you know you had a voice? Because being a singer is way different than wanting to be a rapper. You just naturally born with a voice. So when did you know?
So I started singing about 4. And then from there on, my mom put me in with a vocal coach, and she also did theater.
Oh,
so
okay.
I would go to her, do lessons, and I'd also be in her plays. I was in Cinderella and Aladdin, and I played this little princess. I would say Cinderella was my favorite because I got to rip something off of someone's hair during the show.
Oh, damn.
That was my favorite part. But I honestly, she was the worst vocal coach I had. I remember I was so afraid of her because she would just yell at me if I got stuff
She was
wrong,
mean.
and I would start crying.
But was she good though? Like,
No, yeah, she was a great. If I would have had her older, I would have said yes, hands down. She probably would have been a great vocal coach. It was just at the age I was at, I was a very sensitive child.
no, duh, yeah.
So,
Yeah.
so it just didn't work out. But it started from there. I had that vocal coach, and then from there I went, I believe, to the Voice Shop. That was my next stop. Well, it's called Fresno Music Academy now.
Okay.
It's in Tower District, but it was called the Voice Shop, and I did stuff there. And then from there I moved on to, I think, like 2 or 3 other vocal coaches after that.
So this is just all as you're growing up.
Mhm.
So did you say at 4? Even that's
Yeah.
when you started with the vocal
Four,
coach?
4, I would say about 4 or 5 is when I first started with my first vocal coach.
So like what age did you stop until you just didn't need one anymore?
I think I stopped maybe like a couple years ago.
So just recently.
Yeah, and it wasn't even that I just wanted to stop it. It's just I didn't have the money to keep going.
Okay.
But I would say every artist always needs a vocal coach, no matter what age
I've heard that,
or
yeah,
where you're
many
at,
times.
because it helps you build that consistency, that practice, and sometimes even myself, I catch myself not sing. Like I sing every day, but there's days where I'll go completely just without singing at all, and it does make a huge difference.
Oh wow.
It does.
So could you say you could be a good vocal coach yourself if somebody were to ask, "Hey, can you help me on some lessons?"
I want to say solidly yes. I feel like I could do vocal coaching. I know enough vocal stuff and music theory. I feel like I could definitely pass as a vocal coach.
That's dope. Have you ever had people reach out to you?
I have,
Yeah?
actually. I've had 1 or 2 people reach out, but I never hear from them after I say, like, yeah, I'm down, let's do it. And then
They just don't. Okay. 'Cause
no one
the
ever gets
reason
back to me.
I would ask because it's like it's somebody who already makes music right now, maybe somebody who else is local, and you help them, and I don't even know. But that's dope. I mean, I know some people definitely want to reach out, especially rappers. I mean, because I know that a lot of rappers want to sing too now these days. I know I'm one of them, and I could sing. I mean, I'm not like the shit, but I think I'm there to where like I could make a good song without too many auto tuning. You know what I mean?
As long as you can hold a tune,
Yeah.
you got it.
Like I love country, so more of that country, tone. So yeah, I just need to work on it. Maybe when we finally make music, you can help me a little bit on that.
For sure.
Yeah, that's dope. Now you go by your original name, right? Your real name is Kinsey.
Actually, my full name is Mackenzie.
I was gonna say it's Mackenzie. Yeah.
It's Mackenzie Rose Robles. So
Robles.
I use my first name without the first 2 letters,
Mm-hmm.
and then I use my middle name. So that's how I came up with Kinsey Rose, because I didn't want to come up with some random name.
By the way, it's dope because it goes. Yeah.
My name is just like my music. I stick to stuff I already know or stuff that I've been through. So I already know my name, so I use my name.
That's dope. Yeah, just straight original. You know what I mean? Straight you. I love when artists use their like real name, And then sometimes there are people who do use their real name and it's still kind of off, but I just still respect that and love it because it's so real. It's I can't use my real name. That'll be Johnny Puentes. That would sound weird. But for you, I just really love it goes with you. It's like when you see a person, it's like that name goes with how they look, I guess, or like especially an artist, because you have a look. So I love that one. Do you have like your own logo too, like of a rose or anything like that, or no?
I have a logo, but I'm actually working on updating the logo.
Oh, okay.
Just because it needs something new.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Sometimes you get like more ideas and you just want to make it improve, and I don't know. Some people just get tired of their old ones too. I know I do.
It's more of just keeping it updated because the world's constantly changing and the trends are constantly changing.
Yeah. True
so
that.
it's kind of just like keeping up with the trend.
Yeah. Now tell us about like when is it that you officially started making music, as in getting in the studio or actually thinking of wanting to record music?
11.
11 years old?
11 was the first time I was in a studio and I was making music. I was 11.
Oh, wow. And was this in Fresno too as well?
Yes.
What studio was it? Was it a popular studio in Fresno or was it somebody's house? What was it?
It was someone's law office.
Okay.
He had his law office downstairs and there was another office upstairs, but there was this kind of like open space that he used because he also managed artists as well. Okay. So he would use this little space to record, and
Damn, it was like a law firm with a studio.
Yeah, it was like this little law firm. It was in a big building, but it was his section of the building, and it worked out really well.
So you were 11 years old, and how did you get in touch with the studio? Who put you in contact with him, or did he reach out to you, or what were you doing?
I want to say they reached out to me just because I don't remember us reaching out at that point because my mom was like my momager at that point. So
so she was doing all the connects for you. Yeah,
she was the one who was like running my Facebook, my Instagram. She was doing all that for me because obviously I'm 11. I'm still in school. So I think they contacted us, and then we ended up going to them, and the song is actually on SoundCloud.
It's on SoundCloud right now?
Yeah, it's on SoundCloud right now. It's called 1111.
So this is you at 11?
Yeah, this is me at 11.
Oh, wow. Well, you're young then, because, SoundCloud's not that old.
No, it's not.
Yeah, you're very young, because damn. Hey, I'm going to go back to that and listen to that for sure. It's called 1111, like the number?
Mm-hmm. So it's called 1111, and there's, I think, also a bunch of covers I did as a kid as well.
And it's under your name, Kinsey Rose?
Yeah.
That is dope. I'm going to go back for sure. Listen to that. That's dope. So recording that was your first song. Mm-hmm. And did you stick to that studio for like a few years and you just continue to make music? For how long were you there, or was it just that one song you made?
I was there maybe like a month or so, and then we ended up moving on. And then I actually ended up going back to that same place later because when I was there, I met this guitar player who was there, and then me and him decided we were going to form something. So we decided to come together and start writing our own music and doing our own stuff.
Oh, wow.
And then I think after that fell off, we kind of I didn't go back.
So it was just one guy, you said?
Yeah.
A guitarist.
Yeah, it was a guitarist, and then there was another person there. His name, I believe, was KP. Okay. Local? He's local, but he's also making big moves right now.
Okay. Oh, wow. Because I do know, we're going to get a little bit ahead of it, but you do have your own band, correct?
Yes, I do. I do have my own band, but we are currently looking for a bassist and a drummer. Okay.
Because, I think I seen you on Good Morning. Is it called Good Morning?
It was Great Day.
Great Day. There you go. Yeah, fuck. I was like, damn, she has a whole band. I didn't know you had a whole band till I seen that. And then I had seen the flyer, and I was like, damn, she does have a whole band. That's dope because I think as a vocalist, as who you are, especially your music live, it sounds so dope. Yeah. Do you get hired a lot because I know when it comes with the band too, you get a lot more hired. I did. More gigs,
I got a lot of offers. There was a place in Pismo that wanted us to come out. We were supposed to do a festival in August, not August, June. We're supposed to do that. We're supposed to do Porch Fest, but just because we lost those 2 members, I'm gonna have to do it myself. But we had a lot of shows that wanted us to go out there perform. We just needed a 30-minute set, and we had just gotten a 30-minute set. But stuff happens. Sometimes people just need to move on.
Yeah. So you're looking for a drummer and
A bassist.
bass. Okay, I play the drums, but I kind of suck, so I don't have no. Yeah, that's the only thing I don't learn how to play is the fucking drums. Other than that, I don't know how to play shit. Your band, are they just strictly your band, or they have like their own thing going on too?
Well, the band was supposed to be something completely different from me.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
We were kind of just using me to kind of push us out there more and get us out there more, but the goal was to use my name at first, get the viewers, and then we were going to switch over to our band name because we had a band name. And from there, we were starting to work on our own music, getting our own stuff out there, but everything just kind of fell through.
Mm-hmm. So as of now, you're just performing solo as of right now because of the band situation.
Yeah, as of right now, I'm going back to solo.
Okay.
Just doing my thing, trying to
There you go.
work on getting my career off.
Yeah. And I see you have some shows coming up because I think I just seen a flyer for April, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's dope. Is that going to be local or is it out of town?
I think it's in Sacramento.
Dope. Hell yeah. It's always dope when you get to travel a little bit more. That way you can start getting more of a fan base out there or even new listeners, you know what I mean? All that.
Yeah.
Now, do you, as of now, right now, who does most of your recording and your mixing and all that? Who do you go?
So right now, I am going to Rio Fisher, and he is amazing at what he does.
He's local from Fresno as well, or Clovis, where you're at?
He travels. I believe he goes back and forth from Atlanta.
Okay.
And of course, other places. And he even has artists like come and fly out here as well.
Oh wow.
To record. So he's really good and he is amazing.
Damn. Because it's cool. Another one too, when you get people from outside, you know what I mean, who fuck with you differently. But so when you want to record something, you just kind of wait for him to come and he'll bring.
I usually will text him and be like, hey, are you available this day or this day? And he'll let me know if he's in town, if he's not in town. And I try to make it to when he's in town to get stuff done. And usually I try to knock out a whole song in one session. I don't like having to come back to do it just because you never know when that person will be back in the studio or when you'll have the time to even go back into the studio.
So as soon as you get in there, you knock it out, you're done. You're not next day finish it. That's dope. That's dope. That's how I am too, because I kind of been doing it a lot right now, but I think it's just me running literally out of time. I'll record something, and it's not just that too. I record something 5 times. So I could record it and it'll be all done, and then I go back and listen to it again, and then delete it and then record it again. Yeah, I'm just a big I'm never pleased, or I just
no. I'm the same way.
Yeah.
I try to make sure I'll limit myself. I have an hour to do this. I give myself an hour,
shit.
And so in that hour I'm in the booth, and immediately when I'm in the booth I'll do a section. We'll listen to that section. And if I can do it better, I'll do it better. And I'll do the same thing. I'll do it 4 or 5 times until I feel like I finally got it right. And then I'll just move on to the next part.
Damn. Me, fucking right now when you said an hour, I'm like, shit, I can't give myself time. Yeah, I think I'm just too fucking, I don't know. My boy always tells me, you're your own worst critic, bro. You gotta stop fucking judging yourself for too much, because there'll be times where he listens to me while I'm recording in the studio, and then I'll delete it or say I don't like it. He's like, "What the fuck, bro? That shit was dope." And leave it. Not. I'm like, no, I don't like it. I'm not gonna fuck with it. No, dude, leave it. And it's an argument at the end.
Do you mix your own stuff?
No. Yeah, but then I just don't master. I don't know if that makes, because I always try to put the levels where I want them, but then once you render or whatever you export the thing, it doesn't come out still the same. So I'm happy. I'm so blessed to have my boy Absurd who does it for me. So yeah, and I know it's not cheap. recording and I mean mixing and mastering, it takes.
It's a lot of money.
It's a good skill. Yeah, you have to have the skill to make it sound like radio quality, TV quality, all that shit.
I would say for people who are very hypercritical about themselves, especially when they're recording, I think it's best to always have an outside ear listening in, because sometimes you could be so judging yourself that you don't realize that you made something completely amazing because you're just so focused, like, oh, this isn't good enough. Oh, this isn't good enough. And that's why after every piece, I'll say, like, how do we feel? Like, how does everyone feel? And that's for everyone who's, like, outside or listening. Even real, I'll say, like, how do you feel? How's it sound? What do you think? And usually if he says it's good and everyone else, I can hear them talking in the background, usually they'll agree if it's good, or he'll let me know if I can do it better. So it's very important to take criticism, even if it's just in the studio and it's just recording.
Yeah.
Because it's always constructive criticism. No one's just trying to bring you down to bring you down.
Yeah. I love that type of criticism, yeah. Mm-hmm. I always tell my boy, too, I was like, hey, don't ever feel bad to tell me something, like, you know, be up front. And, yeah, I think he should just be my manager at this point. Yeah. You're my manager. Now, I don't know, I'm just asking, so I have to ask, do you make beats? Do you make beats, or do you make your own beats? Have you sing to any of your beats that I not know of?
Believe it or not, I have a song. It's called Mama.
Oh yeah, I've heard it.
And I wrote that song, guitar chords, all of it. It was my junior year guitar final, because I cannot learn cover songs on the guitar. I've tried, and I'm just terrible at it. So my solution is just to write a song.
So you wrote your own.
Yeah, I wrote my own guitar final.
Damn, that's a dope song too. I was listening to it today. Yeah.
But as for like beats, I've made beats before. I have them on my laptop. But for some reason, my brain likes to take the cinematic route.
Oh, okay.
So a lot of like the beats I've created sound like cinema pieces.
Kind of like movie scores?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, they sound like little movie scores. But I have not sang over any of my own beats, but I have tried to make them. I'm not the best at it, but I do try.
That's dope. At least you're doing it. I mean, I bet you if I hear something, I don't be like, oh, I could be surprised and be like, oh shit, this is dope. Because remember, there you go, probably judging your own thing too. So that's dope. I'm happy at least you at least try it. Mm-hmm. I know that you do have some rappers, like I know Billy Sells. Have you ever heard of any of your beats and be like, hey, can I just have that?
I don't think I've actually shown anyone my beats. I think they're just...
He's probably going to hear now, hey, remember you said on the interview, let me hear that beat.
No, they're I think they just sit on my laptop. My laptop's broken. I have to get it fixed.
Oh, man.
But I do have like 2 or 3 of them on there. Hopefully if I get them fixed, I'll send them to you and you can hear them.
Oh, hell yeah. You said it already. All right, kids, besides music, I mean, is there any, I mean, not besides music, but like, besides you being a vocalist, being a singer, is there anything else like in the culture that you're into? I know like your friend, she says she's in photography. I mean, is there something else you like? Like, do you do maybe, I don't know, you probably like photography too, or maybe you like videography, or maybe you like, I don't know, set up stages. Is there something you like to do besides, what else in music do you like to do?
Believe it or not, when I was in high school in theater, I was a stagehand. So what we would do is we would move the set pieces on and off.
Okay.
I loved doing that. And I've also, one of my old photographers, I used to take his camera and go around and take pictures. Oh. And they were really good pictures. They're still really good pictures. If my phone was charged, I'd show you. But they were really good pictures. That's one interest I've always had interest in is photography. Wow. I've just never really pursued it. Yeah. Because I've been so focused on just trying to do my music.
Music, yeah. But at least you have it as an interest. That means maybe when you look more into it, maybe buy a dope camera.
Oh, definitely. Definitely one day I want to buy like a really good camera and learn how to do all of that.
That's dope. Hell yeah. I know how to be something else because, you know, music, and it, like me, like there's podcasting, and I just got into videography. Like I love editing and shooting videos. Just so you know, I shoot videos now.
For sure.
Yeah. I have like a really small budget, even maybe free. especially if you're my favorite artist. Tell us about any features you have. I know a few, but tell the people about any features that you have, especially the locals.
I've done features with Nefertiti. There's Fashion. There's Ramsey.
Let's go.
Let's see. There's a lot more. There's YB
Yeah.
Williams. There's Billy Sales. There's Kid Kane. I think there's too many.
Yeah, exactly. I was gonna say, so there's way too many for this girl because, yeah, I think she has music with everybody.
I have music with a lot of people.
Yeah.
And
Anybody that is not local, but I know Fashawn is a big one, but anybody who would you say like one of your biggest features yet?
I want to say Fash is
Right?
my biggest feature at this moment.
That's dope. I love that song. The way it's different. Like I said, that song is different. I don't know if it's the beat, the way you put your voice, but I love that song. I bet you Fashawn too, when he first heard it, that's why he's like, damn, I got to write something fire to this. Is there any people that you want to work with that are locals? Maybe, I mean, if you want to drop the name and stuff, but is there anybody locally who you've been trying to reach out and you want to work with?
Well, I definitely want to do a song with you.
Let's go. Okay.
But there's also, there's Gage. Definitely I want to do a song with Gage. And let's see.
It'll be Saturday, I'll tell him.
I want to do another song with Billy. Just because Billy is a really good lyricist.
Oh, yeah. He's crazy with it.
Let's see. I need to do a song with Kid Kane. I have to. There's Stevie Fuego. We've worked on a song together, but we haven't published anything yet. We had to scrap it, and we're going to do something new. So definitely we need to work together on a song.
Oh, yeah.
And there's Keisha Burns. I wish I could do a song with Keisha.
Where's she from? Damn, what am I? It's like I hate when I don't know the name at all. Where's she from?
She's from Fresno.
Yeah?
I believe Fresno.
Okay.
If not, maybe
I'll
a
have to look her
city outside of Fresno. But I believe she performs at the Standard.
Okay.
Her and her band do. I've also seen them a couple times in like Old Town Clovis performing,
Okay.
and they're amazing.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to look them up.
She was actually one of my vocal coaches.
Oh, okay. There you go. So you definitely respect her a lot, big time.
Oh yeah.
Now, are you? I think last time I checked, you are under management, right? You're signed.
Yes, I am under management.
Yeah. And what is there? Are they like a company? Are they a big company or?
They're right now they go by Mom Management.
Okay.
And the main guy is Carl Johnson.
Okay.
He manages me, Billy Sales, Kid Kane,
That's
Stevie
right.
Fuego.
Yeah.
Like he has a lot of people.
I seen that picture where you guys are all posted. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's dope. And they're also from the city of Visalia. They station from out there.
Some are Visalia, some are Fresno.
Okay.
Me, I'm Clovis. Like they're
That's
in the
dope.
same vicinity.
Yeah.
They're not
Central
too
Valley,
far.
period, Yeah.
Yeah.
That's dope. What was the name again?
Mom Management.
Well, manage. Okay. Yeah, because I think that's super dope. Because I don't think you see a lot. I mean, you'll see other brands and camps, but I feel like your guys' straight is like that is a management company running you guys. You know what I mean? And I think it's super dope to see too as well. We've had
Definitely.
Billy Sales here on the show, and he's a great artist as well. There's a few that we got to get on here. So if you guys are listening, please reach out, man. Don't think I haven't forgot about you guys. Tell us about one of your like dopest like memories like since you've been in music. Maybe in the last few years, maybe a show. What would you consider one of your like dopest memories?
I have a lot of them.
Yeah.
I have a lot of them. But my favorite memories, I'm going to have to say my dopest memories are when I actually get to perform and go out into the audience and interact with the audience because I just love the facial expressions, especially when you get in someone's personal space. They immediately just get shy and they'll like close up on themselves like, oh my goodness.
And you're just singing like right in their face? Mm-hmm. Now, are you like you're not shy at all, right, when it comes to the mic and getting in front of people?
I'm very shy, especially when it comes to being just on stage in front of people. I'm extremely shy, but when I get to go out and be in the audience, I don't feel as intimidated, and I feel like it allows me to be more intimate and kind of get to know the crowd more because I'm a physical person. Like my language is physical touch.
Yeah.
I'm a physical touch person. So being able to go out in the audience, I feel like I get to keep the shine on me, but I'm getting to drag someone else in there with me.
That's dope. I was gonna say, have you been to a show where like you're like within the crowd and like somebody hella fucking falls in love with you in the moment, and so you're like kind of feeling awkward or anything like that, or?
Not really. So far, everyone I've done it to usually gets really shy. And like sometimes they'll start blushing, sometimes they'll like try and look away like I'm not there, or like they'll try and hide their face or look down. But I still go after those are the people you go after.
Yeah.
Are the people that try to hide themselves.
Yeah.
Because those are the ones you're gonna get the best reaction from.
I feel like right now that you said that you're a very shy person, I feel like just you normal, you are shy. But as soon as you start singing and being Kinsey Rose, I think you're not. I think you're very confident. Because the way for you to walk up to people or just move within the crowd, that takes a lot. You know? Me, people get out of my way because I'm a big-ass dude. But you, it's like your voice definitely, you know, brings them in. So that definitely is dope. Mm-hmm. Especially when you perform out. Your next show, I'm probably going to see that if you record it or if I go out there and see.
For sure.
Or if I bring you out to Cyber Saturdays. Mm-hmm.
Definitely.
Yeah. What do you have coming up for you, Kenzie? Like any shows, music videos that are gonna drop anytime soon? What do you got coming up?
Well, I'm working on a music video,
dope.
And it's actually a feature with YFN Santana, who is an amazing artist as well. Mm-hmm. We're supposed to be doing a video, and then I have shows coming up. I have one called It's Gaslight, April 8th. It's in Sacramento.
I've seen that flyer, yeah.
I have one for April 24th, which is Porch Fest. And I have a couple more shows coming up after that. I think I have one in Modesto. I'm just not too sure. I'm still waiting for more details on it.
Okay.
But I have one also. It's a 3-day camping venture, and it's up past Oroville. I've done it at least like 3 or 4 years in a row before COVID hit.
Okay. So
and then I don't know if you remember that massive fire that happened like
It was like the year COVID, no? Or,
yeah, it was during COVID, but it was a huge fire. And ironically, this campsite was in the fire line, and the whole campsite burned down. And they're finally reopening this year. They've rebuilt the stage. They've pretty much rebuilt everything.
So it's all new now.
Yeah.
What is it called again? Say it.
It was called the Sacred Heart Festival, but it's called something else now. It's on my phone. It's on my phone. It's my alarm.
You're good. I'm rolling a J. Let's see. I got the next question for you. So videos, music videos, shows. Make sure you guys follow her on IG so you guys can see what I'm talking about, just like I do. I'll make sure to share her also. If you guys been following me on IG, you guys can see I share her. Been sharing her and her music as well. So yeah, make sure you guys follow on there. You guys can see her her next shows coming up, and as well the music videos. Let's see. Now, Kenzie.
Yep.
This is not the spicy question, but we could get into the. Did you say take a shot questions? Well, it needs like a dope theme to call it, like fucking. The Liddy questions. I don't know. Like, some shit like that. But yeah, we're going to get into these spicy questions, even though they're not spicy because we're not eating tacos. So stop talking about tacos. This is beer. This is the get fucked up questions. Nah. All right. So I'm going to ask you some questions, Kenzie, and these are going to be like kind of fun and some might be weird. So I apologize ahead of time.
Trust me, I've been asked plenty of weird questions. I think I can handle.
Let's go.
Weird questions.
So first one, all right? This is the first one.
Yeah. What
is the last thing you think of or do before you go to bed?
I smoke a bowl.
Shh, that's dope.
I smoke a bowl.
I thought you were going to say something like, I brush my teeth or some shit like that.
Definitely not. I either smoke a bowl and I actually just bought a Puffco. So we'll either dab or smoke a bowl before bed. And I have my pen, and sometimes I take my pen with me and I'll just lay in bed and smoke it.
In bed?
Yeah, in bed. I'll lay in bed and I'll just smoke my pen.
I wish I could do that. But I'll get kicked out of bed. Yeah, that's what I can smoke in my studio, but not in the radio.
That's
That's
understandable.
dope. Now I know you're not a rapper, but it would be so dope to know who your top 5 rappers are, like yours, because I know you have to have them, Kenzie.
I do.
Yeah.
Believe it or not,
who are your top 5?
I listen to a lot of British rappers.
Oh shit. Okay.
But if I had to go with English, I want to say either Eminem, NF. I love Cardi B. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I love Cardi B.
Yeah,
Cardi B is one of my favorites. I can't remember the name of the British rappers, but they
They're
do
like drill rap.
Yeah, it's kind of like drill rap. The artist I listened to, he did a drill rap, and it's based off of like One Piece, and then he does another song that's based off of Bleach as well, and it's
Because the only one I could think
they're
of right now
amazing.
is like Skepta.
That might be
Yeah. Okay. So it might be Skepta. Yeah.
possibly,
Yeah.
but I'm pretty sure if you look it up, you'll it's he does a song based off of One Piece and one based off Bleach.
Damn.
And
Yeah, it probably has to be because I always have this thing like with remembering names and seeing them and like I think that's Skepta. That's dope. Do you listen to I just want to throw them in there, but do you listen to like fucking like Sess Crew and like strange music artists type of like artists like that? Like do you like strange music, Tech Nine artists like that?
I like Tech Nine. Tech Nine isn't my favorite artist, but he has songs that I love to listen to.
Because when I first heard your music, the reason I'm telling you is because when I first heard your music and then like your voice, I feel like you have like that strange music like aspect to you. Like you could be an artist under strange music because Tech Nine and every other rapper on that label will want to use you for a hook. Like you have that voice that fits perfectly into them. I'll have to show you like some of the music that Tech Nine has with like girl singers. Like
I know Fragile. I know that one.
Yeah, that one.
I know
See?
that one. That one was really good.
Yeah, and so I always feel like that fit. Like, if you were to get a record deal, I know Strange Music would be perfect for you, because you just have that style. I would say, and the voice. I think you would probably get Strange Music a fucking Grammy. Yeah. All right, next question. That was dope. I love your top 5. You said NF too, huh? Mm-hmm. No one's ever said NF.
I love it because believe it or not, he is a Christian rapper.
Yeah, I was about to say that.
He's a Christian rapper, but he definitely doesn't come off that way.
Yeah, because the music, he got smart with knowing how to make.
And he doesn't cuss in anything.
Yeah.
He doesn't say.
He's one of
He
Eminem's
doesn't say
favorite
like
artists too.
ho. He doesn't say
Yeah.
ratchet. He doesn't say stuff like
He's a
that.
dope
That's the
big
beauty of
badass
it. It's
rapper.
like he's just really good with his words.
Yeah, he's a dope rapper. I love his music. I remember when I looked him up too. He's like, "Oh, he's a
I
Christian
have a lot
rapper."
of alarms.
You're good. Don't even trip on that. I've had fucking dogs barking in the background, and I'm over here like, "Shut the fuck up."
No, it's my phone. Like I have alarms starting from 7 a.m. all the way down to like 9 or 10 p.m. just to remind me what time it is because I always forget the time.
Okay.
Even with a watch, I always forget what time it is during the day.
I don't know why too. It's a girl thing. Why do girls really? And now I figured it out because they want to know the time. I guess because I'm like, why does your alarm go off all day? Do you sleep normal times during the day? You just need to get woken up. I'm like, why do girls always do that? It's like a girl thing, I guess.
Believe it or not, I'm more nocturnal than I am up during the day. But since I've moved out to Clovis, it's kind of like changed. Just because I have goats, pigs, turkey, chicken, ducks, and of course.
You live in a farm?
Yeah.
Okay.
And like I said, if you ever want to go, let me know. I have 3 goats that are about to pop.
Shit. I'm not lying. We live out in the country too. We're like in the neighborhood, but like we're on the country. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or one street.
And my male goat, he stayed pretty small. So his name's Asta. We call him Asta P Pasta. And I call him my little midget man because he's shorter than he should be.
Like how short? Because I know if it was a full size, maybe he'll be here if he was standing up. Right? They could be taller?
Okay, I want to say roughly about maybe right here, I've had a male goat. Even my neighbor's goat, he was massive, and he was like up to like right here.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe because I'm standing up, but yeah.
But
so the short one is like...
The short one, I want to say his head would come up to about like right here. And if I was standing, he'd come up to like maybe just a little bit above my hip. And I call him my little midget man because he stayed small. Like, he didn't grow very much.
I want to get a goat and call him Eminem. I swear to God, just because he's a goat, like Eminem. No.
Well, we called our brown goat Mary Jane.
Oh, that's dope. My grandma said that back in the days, because my grandpa used to smoke hella weed, and all the leaves and shit, they'll feed them to the goats. He's like, oh shit, you wouldn't see the goats for 2-3 days after they would eat all the leaves. I'm like, damn.
Our neighbor's goat actually broke over our fence, and this is when we were growing. Like, we had like at least like 6 plants growing, and the worst part is like when you grow during the summer, especially, it's a big problem with red ants. Oh, but my neighbor had this herd of goats that broke out of his pen, came over to our house, and they literally ate an entire plant. Fuck. There was maybe like just a couple leaves left.
And it was an outdoor plant, so it was huge, huh?
Yeah, it was tall. They were about as tall as me at this point. And they stripped it clean. Fuck. Like a whole plant just gone.
And they were ripped for the rest of the day.
It didn't even look like they were like, but it was funny because someone eat the plant and then our food was outside too. So they'd go and get into our animal feed. And so they were going and eating the plant and then going to eat the animal feed.
Yeah, the munchies. Fuck. Yeah, I think goats and not horses. Like what are they called? Alpacas or whatever. Mm-hmm. I feel like those two guys are like the most ruthless animals there is, besides like fucking cats and fucking other animals that are like assholes like that.
I don't know. My pigs are pretty ruthless.
Your pigs?
Yes, my pigs. Especially my big boy outside. He's like nipped at me a couple times and he's given me some really big bruises. But he's a sweet little boy. You scratch his tummy and he flops over. I would say he's like from my mic. No. He's maybe as long as this table, maybe a little bit shorter. And he weighs at least 200 pounds. And he's maybe about as tall as this table. But he...
Indoor or outdoor?
He's outdoor, but we do have one who's indoor, and he's a pain in the butt.
Does he scream all crazy when you pick him up?
No, actually.
Because that's one thing I wish. I was like, man, I want a pig, and what's the point if I can't carry it? Because they all
you
scream.
can. It's more of just getting it used to getting picked up. Yeah. But I've never really had that issue besides with my female. She was big on not wanting to get picked up. She wasn't like that. And it also depends on when you get them.
Oh, okay.
Like what age you get them.
So if you get them like as little piglets?
Yeah, I would highly recommend getting it as a little piglet and like bottle feeding it just for a little bit longer, just so you can build that bond with that animal.
Dope. Man, I want an animal. You want to?
Sure.
I wanna get a pig. I've been wanting to get a mini pig. Not just a mini pig, a pig period. I have a German Shepherd, and my German Shepherd is the nicest dog in the world. Like, he won't hurt a fucking... Literally, he won't hurt a fly because I've seen him play with, like, grasshoppers when I was, like, in the backyard. And he's being so gentle with them. Like, he'll just be right there looking at him. And I'm like, dude, you're, like, the sweetest fucking dog. I have a little dog, too. She's back there with him. He's super sweet. He hates groundhogs, but I think because he knows that's his job. Because I get the groundhogs, whatever they're called, and he kills them all. So he's like, yeah. And I think he knows, like, yeah, these guys are not let out here, so I'm going to kill these guys. But other than that, I do want a fucking whole farm. And I'm jealous because you have one.
Well, if you get a pig, you'll never have to worry about throwing food away. Because they will eat it.
And it's not, like, super bad for them, is it?
Chocolate is. You have to limit the amount they get, but they can eat it.
But they'll eat everything, like, say, if you, like...
Yeah.
Like orange peels and shit like that?
Yeah, definitely. My pig inside, the one that I have, he can't eat stuff like that because he will actually break out into seizures.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Dude, I would cry if I see a pig doing get into a seizure.
Well, I have a video on my phone. I recorded it so I could show it to the vet and ask them about it. And he's like, oh, he'll grow out of it. But... he never grew out of it. If he eats any kind of meat or anything with like salt or seasoning on it, anything that's not like a fresh fruit, fresh vegetable, or his pig feed, he will literally have convulsive seizures.
I was about to say, how big is it? Like, is it shaking or all crazy fucking?
It just depends on how much he consumes, but I've seen it to where like he's drooling. He's literally just like, it looks like he's having a full blown like human seizure.
I would get sad. That's me. I'm super sensitive for animals. Yeah, that's why I love them. Hopefully, that shit gets removed quick. I will always think about cannabis when I think about seizures. Like if a dog or an animal is like, dude, just give a fucking cannabis.
See, when we smoke with him, he gets the munchies.
Damn.
And so when we get the munchies, we'll eat, and he knows the sound of a bag opening, whether it's a chip bag,
any bag, yeah,
any kind of bag, and he goes crazy.
That's so cute.
Like when you give him pieces of fruit, he gets so excited, so excited. He knows how to sit though. He knows how to sit.
Really?
That's the only thing he knows how to do is sit.
Because he knows it means food after?
Yes. Yeah. He knows he gets food when he sits.
Man, that's fucking beautiful. I love animals, especially, like, I've been wanting a pig, ducks, goats. That's it. Dope.
Well, I have some male ducks if you want them.
Yeah, I'm just going to go to your house with money. And we'll do something.
For sure. I think we have like 5 males right now. And I'm really
White
trying
ones,
to.
right?
The only white duck I have is a female.
Oh, okay.
But the male ducks I have, they have like a greenish purple head.
Ooh, okay.
And they have like a white ring around their neck. And their under feathers are white. It's a pretty standard duck. You see them pretty much everywhere.
Yeah. I was going to say, kind of like the ones you see at the park all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's dope. Yeah, I don't care any ducks, but I do want at least one white one. That way I can have it inside my house. Yeah. My wife will hate that, but fuck it.
Well, they sell bird diapers, so that way they can be inside.
Mm-hmm. Now, here's another dope question, because we got hella into that one. If you could own a fast food, or not even a fast food, but any type of food franchise, what kind of food would you want to own? What place? A whole line of them.
I love chicken. Any kind of chicken. Boiled chicken, chicken tacos, chicken nachos, chicken Alfredo. Fried chicken is probably my favorite.
So what chicken spot you're going to own then?
I would have to say either like Chicken Shack.
Damn.
Or...
You like Dave's Hot Chicken? Have you tried it yet?
I've never had it, but I can't really eat spicy foods.
They have a mild one. Nah.
Despite me being like half Mexican, I can't handle any kind of spice. Like none.
So you're half Mexican too?
I am. I'm half Hispanic.
I think I was gonna ask you that on the thing, and I don't know how the fuck I did. But so you are half Mexican because your last name Robles. It's straight up paisa, like how I say.
If you see my grandpa, trust me,
yeah,
you'll realize.
What side of Mexico do you mind me asking where they're from?
I'm not really too sure. I've asked about it, but they've never actually given me like a solid answer.
Okay. But
my grandpa, he's super dark.
Cause I was about to say, based on your last name, you could be from Michoacan.
Yeah.
Yeah. Michoacan is like one of the most super popular places in Mexico. Yeah. Highly respected too. Yeah. I'm pretty sure you're from Michoacan. That'd be dope if you are. Imagine Kinsey Rose from Michoacan. Yeah.
I'd love to know. That's the one side of the family I never knew much about. Like, I know my mom's side of the family. I'm Jewish. I'm German. Dad, right? I'm Walish. I'm Cherokee, and that's just off my mom's side. And as for my dad's side, the only thing I know is I'm Hispanic. That's literally the only thing I've ever been told is I'm just Hispanic.
And your dad's from around here too?
Yeah, he was born and raised here.
Oh, okay.
It was I believe it was my grandparents that came over.
Oh, okay. So he's not so he's first generation.
I believe so.
Yeah, okay. That's dope. So he speaks a lot of English and all that.
He speaks a lot of English, but he also speaks a lot of Spanish. I can't tell you how many weekends I spent.
Because I speak a lot of Spanish.
I spent a lot of weekends just watching my grandpa outside, drinking a beer, smoking cigars, with his truck blaring Hispanic music.
Just bumping fucking Los Tigres del Norte. Damn. I got ripped off that fucking joint right now, bro. Here's the next one. If you could work with anybody, dead or alive, who would you want to work with? Dead or alive. That means you can bring somebody back from the dead. Respectfully.
Jimi Hendrix. I want to say Jimi Hendrix.
Fire answer.
And someone alive, I want to say Sam Smith.
Sam Smith?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's definitely a hit if you guys make music together.
I bought his first album when it came out. I bought it twice because someone messed up my first CD, and I was like, no, I'm buying the second CD. And I know every single word to every single song on that album.
What was the first one called? The album? Because there is a song on there that I fucking love.
It's
the single.
There's "Stay With Me." Oh, won't you stay with me? That one. That's when I first heard him. I was like, oh my god, I love this guy. Yeah. And I went and listened to the whole album.
He's from here, huh? He's not like from the UK or anything?
Yeah, he's from UK. He's British.
Shit, he had to be.
He's British.
Damn. Didn't he perform? No, I'm confused with somebody else.
No,
didn't he do the Grammys? And
he did. He did. It was the Something Unholy. And he got criticized for it. But
man.
In my honest opinion, the song is called Unholy. Yep. We should have known the devil horns were gonna come out at some point. It's in the name. Yep. When you hear the word unholy, what's the first thing that's gonna pop into your brain? Yeah, it's the devil. Because he's the main unholiest thing you could think of.
Or anything in that fucking world, you know.
And ironically, the devil's not considered unholy, but he was actually an archangel that fell down from heaven. So technically, he was an angel at some point. Yep. He was holy.
Yeah, and then everybody who's a strong believer of God, they also say if you believe in Jesus, or if you believe in God, then you have to believe in the devil. So
yeah.
You know,
they go hand in hand. There's no way you can believe in one and not believe in the other.
Exactly. It doesn't mean you have to accept it. You just gotta know it exists. You know. But yeah, Sam Smith is fucking dope. Other than that, his fucking music is dope.
He's amazing.
Yeah, there's other artists too that I wish I could name, and I wanted to drop them on you just to see if you do fuck with them. But we'll get into that after these last few of the get fucked up questions. If you could, I want to know this one because maybe a lot of girls don't know about cars. But if you could drive one car for the rest of your life, what car would it be?
1950s.
Oh shit.
Not Chevy. Corvette. I would want it black with red lights, underwards, cherry wood interior, red leather seats. Yeah. Hands down.
Wow, I spoke too fast. She doesn't know the car. She knows what she exactly. Corvette then?
Yes, Corvette.
Damn, who has a Corvette like that? The one you're saying?
I'm not too sure. I've seen them, but I fell in love with this car. It's just the absolute one car. If I could own it, I would own it.
Yeah, they look sick. Especially any Corvette looks sick. Fuck.
I don't really like the Stingray model. I don't like the body. I don't care for it.
Yeah, because it looks like a straight Stingray.
Just I'm not a fan of it. Yeah. Plus, if you get that one, I'm pretty sure it seats at least 4 people in it.
Yeah, more like 2. That's why I always say I'm never. Even if I want that car, I'm never going to be able to drive it. Mm-hmm. That sucks. I want a Lamborghini, but yeah, whenever I get that money. All right, here's the last one, okay? And hopefully this one you could get it rough rip. If you could watch one movie for the rest of your life, and this movie is the only movie you could watch for the rest of your life, what movie would it be?
Oh, that's so difficult because there's so many options.
I know you have to have something that I feel like you're a movie girl too. You probably have
Oh, I know a lot of movies. Yeah. I watch a lot of movies.
Well, one that you could just watch, Kenzie, for the
rest of my life.
Yeah, it's just one. You'll probably never get tired of it. I believe it. What movie is it?
It's between Avatar.
The first one.
The Blue Monkeys. Blue Monkey people. As soon as you say Blue Monkeys, everyone knows what Avatar you're talking about.
Dude, I fucking love Avatar. Fuck. Okay.
And only reason being is I've watched it so many times. Me and my brother would actually speak to each other in Navi. That's how much we watched
Navi?
it. It's Navi. We would speak to each other in this language. We'd call each other stupid or Damn. It was I see you. I see you. That's.
And how'd you learn the language? Just off the movie, or
just off the movie? Just watching the movie.
Damn.
So I would say it's between Avatar, and if I can say not a movie, I would say Avatar: Last Airbender.
Damn.
Just because I love. No, that's a lie. It would be One Piece. It would be One Piece. If I could watch that show forever, I would watch that show forever. Yeah. I think it has 20-something seasons right now.
What's your shit right now? What are you watching right now?
I'm watching Mob Psycho.
Ooh.
What else am I watching? I'm watching It's like I think it's like a millionaire detective. I just started that one. I'm watching 911 Lone Star.
Do you like? Let me bring on obviously because the world watches it. But do you like Yellowstone?
Oh, I love Yellowstone. I haven't seen
Fire.
season 5 of Yellowstone, but I've watched all of 1883. And I've seen half of 1923. I just need to finish 1923.
That's the great grandpa and the grandpa.
Yeah, I think that's like the great grandpa.
Damn, I need to watch that too. Is it like as good as like?
Oh, all of them are great. All of them are great. I would say, but so far, my favorite was 1883, and I'm only sad it was only one season.
Okay, then I'm gonna watch it. Cause I was about to say I don't think I want to watch hella seasons on those. Cause we only need to know a little bit anyways. Cause especially because Yellowstone is like the shit.
Well, yeah.
So it's 1883.
It's 1883 and 1923, and both of them are only one season long.
Okay.
It's
so
Yellowstone.
23 has to be John's dad.
I want to say so. Yes.
Yeah,
Either it's John's dad or it's John's grandfather.
Grandpa, yeah, that's true. Oh, it could be his grandpa actually.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Just because if you think about the time frame, 1923.
Yeah,
it's going to take a big leap when you hit Yellowstone because it's the 21st century. I mean, look at his daughter was driving a Mercedes Benz. The whole thing.
No cap. Fuck, that show's amazing. It's dope as fuck.
She's my favorite character though. His daughter, I love her. She is what I aspire to be as a woman. Not like the whole like drinking and everything, but she's
just behind no drinking, huh? But the attitude. Fuck.
That attitude. She reads body language. Like she can read you.
She should be a lawyer.
She should.
And that's why when I was watching the show, I was like, dude, I hope they do a thing where she becomes a lawyer or something, you know? Mm-hmm. Or you know what she's going to be? Man, I'm probably going to give people a spoiler, but that one girl that, you need to watch season 5, so never mind.
Yeah, I haven't seen season 5, but
you'll see what I mean about season 5 with her.
Yeah. That's the one season I haven't watched, but up to like season 4, I know. And the worst part is like I can watch a show over and over again, but once I watch a show, I pretty much remember mostly everything about that show. So if I watch it over and over again, it's just out of pure just love of the show.
You know what I think is the GOAT show, now that I work into shows? But I think the GOAT show is Grey's Anatomy.
I love Grey's Anatomy.
You don't think they're like the GOAT show of all shows? I mean, in that
out of medical shows, I want to say yes.
Yeah.
They are a great medical show. I also really like The Good Doctor.
Oh, yeah. Damn.
I do love The Good Doctor.
How many seasons was that? It was 3,
They're on
4?
season 6 right now.
Okay, because then I haven't seen them after 3 or 4.
Yeah, season 6 is up
That's
right now.
That's the doctor with autism?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. Fuck. Badass fucking show. There's another one like that, too, but I forgot what's it called. I think it's on Netflix.
There's a lot of them. There's Grey's Anatomy.
Well, no, it's not a what is a medical show? It's more of a. It's called A is for something. It's like on Netflix. It's dope. That one I love because it's about a kid who goes.
I know
to high school.
exactly what show you're talking about. Yeah. And he's like discovering himself as a person.
Mm-hmm. I think it's on the next season where he's like going to college now.
Ooh, that's exciting.
We need to watch it. Okay, I think that was the last one, Kenzie.
Yeah.
The main one that I wanted to ask you was that top 5 rappers because I was like, man, it'll be dope to know her top 5 rappers. Let me just throw one in there, okay?
Okay.
Just to make it this fun. Now, you're going to get in a boxing ring. Mm-hmm. And you got to fight these 3 people.
Oh, my God.
So it's either Ronda Rousey.
Who's that?
You don't know Ronda Rousey? Okay.
I don't know anything about sports, boxing, any of that. I know nothing about.
Then let me make these fun. I'm going to bring it off rip. Okay. You can fight either Taylor Swift.
Okay.
Selena Gomez. Or. Trying to think of somebody funny. Shit. Kim Kardashian. You got to choose one to fight inside the boxing ring. So Kim Kardashian, Taylor Swift, or Selena Gomez.
I'm going to say Kim. Just because she has a lot of weight.
Yeah.
Proportion in certain areas that as soon as you took her down, she's going down.
Yeah, knock her out for me.
There's no way she's not going down. Yeah. But if you would have chosen someone else, Taylor Swift was my number 1.
Yeah.
Just because
I've
I've just never been a fan of Taylor Swift. I loved her country. I loved her country music, but I didn't care much for her as a pop artist.
Because she's on tour right now. Mm-hmm. And I could say I could probably pay for a ticket and go watch her. But no, I don't want to.
But she's a great entertainer.
Yeah, she is.
She is great at what she does.
Yeah.
She's not my favorite, but you have to acknowledge the fact that she is a great entertainer.
Yeah. I have a friend who's in prison who loves fucking Taylor Swift. He's like a big old gangster and he loves Taylor Swift.
Those two things.
Yeah, that's crazy. I'm like, bruh. He's like, yeah, bro, fucking Taylor Swift. All right. But shout out to the homies in the Pinta, man. They be bumping Taylor Swift in there. All right, Kinsey. Yo, that wraps up the Get Fucked Up. That's not what they're called, by the way, but we're just calling them that today because of Kinsey. By the way, that other Smirnoff is yours too, Kinsey. And you don't have to drink it right now if you don't want to, but that is yours.
I'll probably drink it when I get home. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'll just drink it when I get home.
Yeah, but that one was bomb though. That lemonade one, I've had it before, and so I was like, okay, I'll get this one, and the other one I've never had it, but I love that lemonade.
No,
one.
yeah, I usually either drink these or just straight liquor.
Yeah.
There's no,
Like I said,
there's nothing in between that.
As soon as I opened my cupboard, I was like, fuck. And so I was like, I could go get another one right now. But
yeah.
I was like, then which one would she want? Does she like a Jack girl?
Oh, I'm a Jameson person. I'll take
did you hear that? Shit.
I'll take picklebacks all day.
Just because my boy right here is running the show, I mean, Born Evil, the guy who started this shit, his shit is Jameson. Yeah. He has a whole fucking album with the whole fucking bottle on the cover. Yeah, that's just shit. Hams. Yo, that's dope, man. Hey, Kinsey, dope interview. I really enjoyed this one for sure.
I had a lot of fun.
I had not a lot of drinks, but I had a lot of smoke. This shit's still on too. I don't know why I keep putting it down. Because I think I just want to keep on talking and talking and talking. But you know me, I could talk for hours. I could keep going. We could talk about other shit and no one even go into music anymore. We'll start talking about our fucking childhood and shit.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. But other than that, you know, I appreciate you coming through the show. It's been definitely a good one. Your music is definitely something that I really, really love to listen to. I might not listen to the daily, but I know when I want to hear a beautiful voice, Kinsey, I put that shit on. And I can't wait for the day we can make music together.
That'll be exciting.
Yeah, and then other than that, everybody who's pretty much reaching out and who wants to reach out, please reach out to Kinsey Rose because you guys need to make music together. This is what I love to do. I want to connect people together, so we call it network. I know you said some stuff with Gage. I'm over here bringing the shit up. But, man, you and Gage together, you and Linz, man, I just want to hear all my people together. You guys are going to make music together. So, man, I can't wait for that. Hey, you guys, thank you guys for tuning in tonight. I want to thank my guest, too, Kinsey Rose. Make sure you guys add her on Instagram. Let them know where they can add you, Kinsey. You tell them that. Tell them the Instagram, the Spotify, the YouTube channel, all that shit. Tell them where they can follow you.
Well, you can add me on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter at It's Kinsey Rose. Same thing on YouTube. You type in Kinsey Rose, KINZIE ROSE. Just because I've seen a couple people type in KINSEY. Believe it or not, I can't tell you how many times I've seen my name spelled.
That's crazy.
And spelled wrong.
Because you could see just Kinsey, But yeah, it makes sense. Yeah. Get it right, people. It's right here it's on the title. It's on the description. It says there it is. If not, I'll share it on there too. What about your Spotify? How can the same thing, Kinsey
Spotify,
Rose?
I want to say it's also Kinsey Rose. Okay. If not, it's gonna be my name, which is, it might be like Mackenzie Rose or Mackenzie Robles maybe, but I guarantee you it's not Kinsey Rose.
Yeah, I think it is Kinsey Rose because as soon as I put it in, that's what I have you saved under. Yeah. Dope. Awesome. Hey, thank you, Kinsey. I appreciate you coming on the show.
I appreciate you having me.
It was a dope episode for sure. I could have more beers, but, you can have those.
For sure.
I'm done for the night, guys. Tomorrow's Friday. Saturday, guys. Hey, before we let you guys go, man, I just want to say real quick, make sure you guys add us on the Taco Tuesday podcast show on IG, Taco Tuesday podcast show. That's pretty much the IG for this show as well, which is at Tragos Thursday. We'll be adding some dope clips to there for tonight's show on the show. Yeah, guys, I just want to say one more time, thank you guys for coming in on tonight's show. Quick shout out to the sponsors, though. I want to give a quick shout out to my boys at Bicep Brands for hooking up the dope cachucha with all their dope hat clips, as you can see. See? They put those little clips on there.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah. So this is a little sombrero, and then if you guys want other stuff like the Chalino or the Virgencita, they have all that dope shit too. Also, shout out Hello Paisa. You guys already know it's not just the clothing brand; it's the whole lifestyle. Shout out Santo Paso. Shout out to Born Evil. Yo, everybody, 559 Central Valley. We in here, man. And you guys have a good night. I am your host, Gemini. Make sure you guys add me on IG, Gemini559. Make sure you guys add the homegirl, Kinsey, too. And, yeah, we out this. You guys have a good night. And if you guys are drinking and driving, then just call an Uber. If you guys need one, message me. I got you, bro. I'll get you Uber right now wherever you guys are at. I know you guys might be at the Sanchez or at home or, yeah, anything. Yeah. All right, guys. Thank you, guys. You guys have a good night. And good night. Other than that, I'm out of this bitch.